to think about it too much, guys.
Okay. Let us know when you're live.
You're live.
She's live. We're live, everybody.
Hello.
Hi there. How you doing? Me and Dane and Nikki, who is holding the iPhone currently. We've just filmed this little Halloween number. It's really simple. It smells so good, actually. It's a really simple vanilla sponge with chocolate cream cheese icing, but with cute little ghosts on top. So we're going to do a thumbnail.
Yeah.
Normally, Nikki and Dane are the thumbnail whizzes.
We are.
But Nikki's holding the phone right now to do this live. So I'm just going to do all the sort of food tidying up. That's somebody's job. There's people out there whose job it is to tidy up food.
You're essentially a food stylist.
Yeah, food stylist or home economist or
pretty much.
It's a really cool job. I've worked with a couple and it's actually more exciting than you think. They get to take around tool rolls. Like chefs have knife rolls.
Yeah.
With little
little brushes, little tweezers,
cocktail sticks.
I want one.
We should get one.
I feel like I deserve one at this point.
Yeah. I mean, all the book photo shoot and when we shot the cakes for the website, the new favourites cakes, we did all of that here. So yeah.
So there is a bit of an art to making. Obviously, cakes look good all the time, but sometimes you don't get a nice clean cut through. For example, let's look at this cake.
Show us.
So obviously, this cake was just made, so everything's really soft, which means that when you've cut through the buttercream, the black icing has dragged through the sponge. So for a photo shoot, we would, and we will, tidy that up. So get rid of all the black bits, any holes that have dragged out. We'd get a bit of cake from another part of the cake and fill them up. It's really exciting. I actually really enjoy it.
Yeah, it's really fun when you get into it, and I like doing it with the cookies as well.
Yeah.
Whenever you've seen pictures, we take pictures of the cookies stacked upon 3 cookies on top of each other for our thumbnails and for Instagram as well. That is, they do look great inside and they are full of chocolate and all the yummy bits and bobs inside, but the placement isn't quite right sometimes. You need to add a bit of chocolate, you need to melt it again, fill a bit of a gap in with some cookie, and that takes a little bit of time.
Do you remember when I don't even know who it was that did it, but maybe it was Sam, constructed this really elaborate cookie
It was
stack.
Sally and Sam.
Sam and Sally.
Yeah.
It's cookie stack sort of scaffolding out of chopsticks
and shelving unit.
So that each cookie was perfectly level. I don't know.
There's lots of people here that were saying hello.
Hello. Nice to have you here. We'd love to hear where you're watching from.
Well, there's a few Australians.
Australians, of course. Well, hang on, it's quite late in Australia, no?
Yeah.
You guys are staying up late.
We've got Chicago, Cape Town, the Philippines.
Oh.
Yeah.
International, very cosmopolitan.
Yeah. South Carolina, Singapore.
Wow.
Holland, everyone. Trinidad and Tobago, everyone's here.
Oh my god, I love this.
I do too. Is anyone from actual England?
Everyone's probably
They probably would be like, oh, I'm in England, but I won't mention it because boring.
No, all over. Wow.
Oh, well, thanks so much for joining us. This is only the second or third live we've done ever, which is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're really happy to have you here. Chat. Please ask us questions. We're going to get on. We actually do need to do some work. So we need to crack on doing the thumbnails for this cake. So I need to cut another slice out of this cake because what we're going to do is we're going to set it up with the cake in the background and then a piece of cake on this lovely. Aren't these colours just gorgeous together? Very Halloweeny. So a piece of cake will go on here, and then Dane will do his magic with the backgrounds. We've got loads of backgrounds. Loads.
Let's show you the background. Well, we don't have all of them out, but it's good to get all the things out that you think you might need when you're taking pictures, and just kind of prep it so it's just there to hand. And we use these backdrops. They've kind of just become our identity now. These kind of bright poppy colours and pastel-y colours as well. And we get these from club backdrops. And they're I think they're vinyl, and they're wipeable, and
they have so many too. They don't just have these colour block ones.
They've got patterns too.
or if you wanted a marble top, but you can't afford a bit of marble. They take really high definition photos and like print them onto this vinyl, so you can get like painted wood effect or like sand.
Yes.
It's amazing.
It's really cool.
I'm gonna cut the slice of cake because I need, mainly because I want to slice cake, but also you know you've got your background chat going on. I've got to stay busy.
That's the backgrounds, but there's so many different companies as well. There's one called Captured by Lucy, which is also really good. And yeah, they're really handy, and they come in different sizes as well. This is like, I think, a medium size, so this is like, I don't even know how big this is. I want to say like A2, maybe A1, maybe.
Oh, it's A0, surely.
A0.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, this is it for size. You don't.
And
know how
Dane's a
tall
big
I am.
boy. He's
They're
a tall
quite
boy.
big.
They're quite big. And you can get them bigger and smaller depending on what you're shooting. Like if you're shooting jewellery or something, you might not need this whole thing. So you can get a smaller one.
Guys, do you want to say happy birthday to Christine?
Happy birthday, Christine! I made you a cake!
Oh, it's a bit Halloween-y for your
A bit
birthday.
Halloween, but cake is cake.
Halloween is not just for Halloween, guys. It's for all of time.
Yeah.
Sure.
Where is Christine in the world?
Christine is from the UK.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Wait, is this
favourite.
Christine?
It's Christine Griffiths.
Oh, okay.
Do you know Christine?
No, sometimes I talk to a Christine on Instagram and she's very lovely. This is so close. So yeah, that's it. And also we were going to talk through like how we set up for filming today as well. So you guys have probably seen a bit of the studio before and like behind the scenes, but we've got all of these lights. So Sam, who used to film the videos, and is also another director of the company, he set up this whole rig at the top. So it's like this rectangle, it's got all the plugs and wires, and we clip the lights to them so they're always in the same place, and we have to kind of take them up and down sometimes depending on, because Sally does her baking classes in here at the weekend, so she takes them down and we put them back up, but they're always in the same place because we leave the little rigs where they are. And they're just LED lights. These ones have almost like a softbox, so it has the same light as this underneath. But because these are more like kind of key lights that are focusing on whoever's presenting here, they're just a bit softer, so they're not like as harsh, like on people's skin tones and whatnot.
Otherwise I look really washed out and I just look so ill. And then I have to put like loads of blusher on.
Well, too much blush is never a crime.
Well, fair enough. You had it here.
So yeah, we've got these lights, and then they're kind of just all pointing this way. We have two supporting lights at the ends because it gets a bit dark. I mean, we do shoot, so the studio, if you don't know, like this whole back wall is a window behind there, but we boarded it up because we could shoot at like any time in here. We could shoot like 9 in the morning till like 5 in the afternoon, and the light won't really change that much. There's a window at the top, so that is a bit of our natural light, but it's always good to have some lights.
Because yeah, sometimes the clouds, I mean that's actually happening as we speak out loud, but the clouds roll in and you're like, oh, it's been so lovely and lovely natural light, and then suddenly it will go like dark.
Yeah.
The rain.
The rain, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice because these lights are actually on the flight path, so we get to see like all day long. We get to see, well, I actually get annoyed because I wish I was on the planes. But yeah, we get to see the planes going by. It's nice.
Yeah.
It is nice.
It's
It is
nice.
nice. Okay.
Yeah. So
Have we got any
what else?
questions, Nikki?
We do have some questions. There's quite a few baking questions.
Okay.
That's okay, we're here for it.
We're here for baking, guys. This is
Yeah.
what we do. Speaking of cake, why when you make cake and put it in the fridge it hardens? Is it because of butter?
Yes. Well, there's two things, yes, but if you're making a butter-based cake, then 100%. If you put butter in the fridge, what happens? It goes hard. So if you put a buttery cake in the fridge, it'll go hard. But also, the fridge will draw moisture out of the cake. So if you leave it in there for too long, it'll dry out. And if you leave it there for long enough, it'll dry out completely and go really hard.
Yeah.
Oil-based cakes do better in the fridge, like a chocolate cake with oil, which has been made with oil rather than butter, will not really come to much harm. But also, if you do put a buttery cake in the fridge and it goes hard, just bring it back to room temperature and it'll be fine.
Yeah, as
The
long as
end.
you keep it covered.
Yeah.
So it doesn't dry out.
Oh
But
yeah, keep it covered.
Someone said, I saw Dane at the bus stop the other day.
Was he dancing?
I didn't want to disturb him as he was vibing to the
bus
music.
stop? Oh my god.
You were lip syncing.
No.
That sounds
That's
like
me
Dane.
all the time.
Yeah.
Anytime. Yeah. If
Dane
you
will
catch
literally
me
cycle down the street singing Beyonce at the top of his
doing
lungs.
a full-on routine. And the
Yeah.
funny thing is, I was walking down the street the other day, Oxford Street, and I was strutting to
Go on, show us.
Beyonce
Go
song.
on.
No, I can't. The runway is not long enough.
Oh.
I was strutting to, what's that song? Energy from the tour, and she does the walk down the catwalk, and so
Yeah.
I'll keep playing that on repeat wherever I'm walking. And this girl, I caught her eye line, and she was just like, yeah, I see you, like walking, strutting, and I was
love
like,
it when,
yeah.
when a song comes on which is just the right beat,
Yeah,
but
so
you're
that
like
is
a really.
literally, yeah.
I don't walk like that.
She does.
Spoiler
alert,
But
she
I
does.
would with the right song on.
But yeah, no, and I've been waiting for that the whole day. So if
He
you
lives
see me
for it.
again at the bus stop, just interrupt me. I won't say go away.
Daniel Diaz says, you could be Beyonce. Dane is
Oh my
even
God.
better a dancer than Beyonce.
Wow.
No,
That's not true.
stop.
That is.
But I'm not singing at the same time, so you have to take that into consideration
Yeah.
because, you know,
That's
it's
really hard, dancing and singing.
Yeah.
I can barely, I can sing and I can dance, but I can't shake you know the shaky eggs? You know the shaky eggs?
Oh yes.
Can't shake
Like
a shaky
a-
egg and sing at the same time. Can't do it.
Okay.
Timings.
Timing is not.
No. Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Are there any more questions?
Yeah.
please?
Let's find some more questions. It is Jilly or Gilly's birthday.
Happy birthday!
Um,
That's very loud. Sorry, everyone.
Lynn just says, I want to let you know that your red velvet cupcake recipe is the best. I've been making them for 3 years and I still have people come back and order more.
Oh, amazing.
Aw. That's great.
That is great.
I need to go and get something from the little kitchen. Hold that
Okay. Dane, you have to dance for us. Entertain everyone with your Beyonce moves. Well,
I could, but
you definitely could. Someone says, my 3-layer cakes always fall apart while cutting. Why does this happen?
oh, well, it could be maybe the cake is a bit overbaked. It might be dry. Yeah, it might just be down to the recipe. Also, it's always really good to like chill a cake, like an iced crumb-coated, top-coated cake, if you chill it in the fridge first. For like maybe like an hour or two, just to set everything. You know how the other person earlier was asking about why the cakes go hard in the fridge because of the butter. That will help when you're cutting your cake because it's firmer. You'll get a cleaner cut, and hopefully it won't be as crummy and fall apart. So try putting it in the fridge for a couple of hours, then cut it, and then see where you're at.
Nice. Just lots of people saying hey.
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 I'm turning around a cake, in case you were wondering.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it needs to be the other way around.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Okay.
This is how I've done it. So, yeah. Just ignore me while I clear up this plate because it's covered in black icing. Honestly, black icing, it is literally, it's like the red food colouring of the icing world. It just gets everywhere.
Everywhere.
There's certain food colourings in this, ice blue sugar flare, if anyone has experienced it, it is
Oh,
literally
It's very liquid.
imperfect. It just gets everywhere. No matter whether it's been out or not, you'll just find it. You'll just find it on you. Like, I wasn't even using it.
True.
Anyway.
It's true.
Anyway, we need to set up
Quiz.
some, we need to set up ye olde
We need to set the back.
thumbnail, which is why
Yeah.
you're here. Well, I mean, that's not the only reason why you're here, but that's why we're here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So Dane,
Yes.
what are we doing first?
Well, we are going to. I'm going to do it here.
Yeah.
We always just do it here because the lights are here. So because we've got the backdrops, we want something to. I mean, you could always get a friend to help you and hold it, but especially if it's not just like you just put the thing down, you click the camera, and it's a one-shot thing. You want to have it like steady and held for a while. So we just bought this stand. You can get it from Amazon. This is from a brand called E-Mart, and sorry, they're like tea stand or a C stand.
Must be a tea because it's a tea.
Yes. well, you can get different ones. So this one just has one stand, but you can also get ones that have stands at either side.
What,
that
like
you
a
clip.
like
Like a C stand. That would
oh,
be
I
a C.
see.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it now.
Which is really useful for rolls of paper stands. You know when you see like people on photo shoots and they have the big backdrop behind them and it flows onto the floor. That would be really, really useful for those. I actually have one of those at home. It's good, but takes up a lot of room if you don't need that much like coverage in the background. This is really handy, and it's quite inexpensive. Just get it from online, like Amazon, something like that.
It collapses down as well.
It collapses down, yeah, and it comes with a little bag as well, so you can take it wherever you go on your travels. And it comes with some clips, so we literally just clip on the backdrop like this. And the good thing about these backdrops is that they are flexible, so you can make them the background and also like
The infinity background.
yes, so you can do this kind of scoop.
Nice.
A scoop.
A scoop. That's what it's called.
Okay.
Is that what it's
Sure.
officially called?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's called a scoop.
That would make sense.
Any studio assistants, stylists out there, back me up. It's called a scoop. Yes. So this is kind of it. It's just really simple. And sometimes we don't need it today, but you can always like get a bit of tape and just tape down this so it doesn't move. This isn't too complicated of a shot, so that is fine. But Gemma's just cleaning up the slice.
Just tidying my crumbs up.
Tidying the crumbs. And then we also need to do this one as well with the whole cake because it's still got some crumbs in there.
Excuse me, I tidied this bit up.
Oh yes, because
And not this bit,
we're-
because this
okay,
bit's
yeah.
not going to be visible. I'm not wasting my time on the other side if it's not going to be visible.
Fair enough.
That's you told.
That is me told.
These, I'm going to put these in the fridge until we're ready because they're looking a bit
Oh yeah. 'cause they
warm.
might- Yes.
It is a bit warm in here.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, that is kind of this setup. And then cameras wise, do you want to guys know our cameras?
Yes.
So I mean we have like a few different cameras here in the studio. So we shot a video today. I used 2 different ones. And these are those. This is the Lumix, yeah. GH6. It's a pretty snazzy camera. It's really good for video. We never really use it for pictures because we have different cameras for that. But yeah, this is a really good one for video. And this is kind of the setup. I mean, how to explain? The microphones that we use are Sennheiser. They're little like lapel microphones. So
I've been calling them Sennheiser.
What did I just say?
Sennheiser? Is that? I don't. Maybe I think
don't
I've been getting it
know.
wrong.
Oh, I pronounced something wrong the other day and Sam corrected me, so, and I have no idea. But, yeah, they're really simple to use. Like, you literally put it on top of the camera, screw it on, and then it has like a receiver, and then you have the actual microphone that the person's wearing, and you put that little pack in your pocket.
Yeah.
And they're really good sound quality as well. Whether it's like a noisy atmosphere, it just kind of picks up your voice. So yeah, that's what we use for that.
That's the cameras.
It's the cameras, and then we also have another GH6, but with a different lens. Because whenever I like to do some slow-mo shots, so it's always good to I like to have like 2 cameras so I can switch between the 2.
Because you don't want to use the same camera and forget you've put the slow-mo on, and then film the whole video
Everything.
in slow-mo, which has been done in the history of Cupcake Jemma.
Yes,
I mean-
very easy to do.
That's
So,
a
yeah.
lot of memory and
Yes.
battery.
Yeah, but obviously, like you know, if you just have the one camera,
Just switch.
it between, and then shooting stills. This is a camera that I use. Nikki has a different camera that she uses to shoot stills, but this is the Fujifilm X-T4. This is good for stills and videos. I don't really do a lot of video on this for here, but like stills it's really good because you can, has the screen, you can pull it out and flip it round. turn it on. Yeah, it's just a really good. I have a couple of different lenses too. This is oh my gosh, I forget which lens this is. I forget which lens this is, but
That's okay.
But
it's
a
an
beauty.
It's a beauty, and it's a zoom lens. But sometimes some zoom lenses, if people ask me about lenses, I always say like get a prime lens because they're the better quality ones. They kind of keep the quality, and you can't zoom on them. But you know, if you kind of know what you're going to be taking pictures of the most, like this lens is the one I got first, and it is a 35mm lens. So you can't zoom on this, but it's quite cropped in. And I only usually really shoot food things on this, and I want it to be quite cropped in anyway. So like taking pictures of buildings and things, it's fine, but you have to stand quite far back. But yeah, this one is, and that's a prime lens. But this one is a zoom prime, and it's meant to be one of Fuji's better zoom lenses. So yeah, that's that. Bit of boring lens chat, but
Is anyone here for the lens chat?
To be honest, no.
Oh, fair enough.
We've lost a few viewers today, but that's okay. We'll get them back with some cake chat.
Love this. Yeah, no, it's fine. Well,
Okay.
Fujifilm X-T4, really good camera.
Oh, that's fun.
So yeah.
Right.
Do we have any more questions? Or should I just freeball everything?
Let's take some pictures because
Let's get
we
some
need some
pictures.
pictures
Okay,
to take.
yeah.
So
So the slice is ready.
are you using your tripod?
For this, I might not, because it's just going to be the cake and the plate.
Let me get that
So I need
cake.
to, oh yes. So if I need to move it around, this won't be too hard.
So
difficult.
I haven't gone too crazy with the cleanup, mainly because it was getting really, because it's a fresh cake, it hasn't been in the fridge,
Yes.
so it was actually causing more harm. So there's certain things that Dane and Nikki would do, like after the picture's been taken, they can like, there's a few bits of editing they can do to kind of get rid of
Yeah.
horrible blobs or
Horrible
cracks
bits.
or the horrible bits that perhaps didn't make the cleanup. But this is looking okay. I don't know whether you want me to do anything with these blobs, Dane.
Oh, right.
So you just let me know, and I will, because they're a slightly different angle, and also they've dropped a little bit because of the warmth.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I can pipe more face onto them if you wish.
Well, that's okay, because let's see.
So we did a little sort of mock-up earlier, just before you arrived, just to sort of, or just on a phone, just to see what it might look like in the thumbnail. Because when we take a thumbnail, we have to take into consideration the fact that we have our little banner in the corner, and we always have a big word up the side. So we can't have anything too special on those bits of the picture, otherwise they're just going to get covered up.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a good idea to just...
Take that into consideration.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, that looks
Does this need any more cleanup?
I don't think so, because it's just basically going to be that line will be on the straight ahead, so you won't actually see the inside of that. Turn this around a little bit more.
Loving these colours together.
Yeah, very, very appropriately seasonal for Halloween.
I'm excited about Halloween. I'm going to take Eden trick-or-treating for the first time, and I'm very excited.
Gemma is a Halloween girly, if you didn't know.
But I missed it last year because I was working late, but the year before it was the first Halloween after lockdown, and I was in my new house and I'd not experienced trick-or-treating in my area, but it turns out it's amazing in my area, and loads of kids come, and I got dressed up as a witch, and everyone was really surprised because no one dresses up to be in. So I'm going to take Eden trick-or-treating at the beginning of the evening, and then I'm going to stay in for all the older kids so that I can give them sweets.
Nice.
I want to get dressed up as Ursula from The Little Mermaid, and I want to dress Eden as Ariel, but I don't know if I'm going to have time to make, and it will be a botch job because I'm not very good with material. Great with cake, rubbish with material.
Well, that's not true.
Oh, Nikki, thanks.
You are good at making things.
I just don't have all the bits. Like, I want to make a cool Ursula, like tentacles, like stuffed tentacles, but I don't have a sewing machine. Oh, woe is me. Oh, gosh.
Oh, he's got his camera
See,
out.
this is how Dane stands for his thumbnail. This is his thumbnail pose.
Yeah.
He's got a good squat, sort of chest out, bum out. This is a really good. Am I in your way?
But my back is rounded, and you are tiny though. The light is
Your shadow.
the shadows.
Fine. I'll get out of the way.
So this is why it's important to have good lighting
Yes.
for your photos.
Indeed.
Oh, here he comes.
Yeah. Just bringing this light round, and yeah, just gonna flood this with a bit more light. I mean, these are quite basic lights. Like you can get different lights.
They also don't have to be these massive units. Like we've got some ones that we started with, I think, and Dane, you've got some that are really small. They're just like little panel lights, little LED ones that if you just get a little small tripod, you don't have to have like humongous wheels on, you know, with casters and like all the jazz, because these are really cumbersome.
They are quite cumbersome,
Yeah.
but they're very handy.
This blob will fall off, so I feel like I
Mm.
just need to make.
Shall I do another
a fresh
blob?
one. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, thanks. Blob. We've got to blob down, guys. We've got to blob down. I need to get some icing.
Oh yes.
So, but I also need this to be upright. So, how's this gonna work?
That showbiz, baby.
Maybe we'll do the slice. We should do the slice standing up,
Yeah.
because I just don't think it will hold like the blob on top.
So this is what we do. We will look at what the thumbnail is going to be and then change everything
Yeah.
at the last minute. But that's fine.
Change everything.
Try new things.
That's show business,
That's
baby.
showbiz, baby.
Yeah. That's it. And we're also shooting these brownies today.
Yes. You might have seen we had Matt Adlard in the studio
Yeah.
last week, week before.
The week before, I think.
Yeah.
They're a really indulgent, decadent chocolate brownie. It's got chocolate chips in, some sea salt on top, and then it's dipped in like a
Dark chocolate.
Yeah. And then also on top it will have a whipped chocolate ganache
Yeah.
that has got gelatin in. So it's really like
It's
soft.
moussey.
It's moussey, and it doesn't feel as sweet as like a chocolatey buttercream.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not even the same as like ganache, but because it's got so much cream in, and the gelatin in Matt's recipe helps to like stabilize that, so you can put a lot of cream in, so that it whips up and it's really light.
Delicious.
Yeah. So these brownies,
Oh.
are ready to be finished off after we've done the cake. Yeah. Oh my gosh, the
I literally
scissors.
had them. We have a black hole.
Blue. There were a blue
Scissors.
pair of scissors.
Scissors just
They
disappear
just
in the
go.
studio.
They just go. It's like pens. It's like
There was a
Pens.
blue pair in the
That was the-
kitchen.
I had them here and they're not there.
Oh.
Riveting stuff, isn't it? Right. Well, I guess I'll just do it with a knife. Don't tell Sarah.
Just put the
Actually-
knife.
Onto the worktop.
Secret.
Well, it's a good job I kept this bit of icing, because I was actually looking at it about half an hour ago thinking, should I throw that away?
Oh no, always keep all the bits
Yeah,
until the job is done.
exactly.
I still haven't
You
learned
never
this
know.
after however many years this has been happening.
Oh, it's our 10 year.
Oh my
Cupcake Jemma
gosh,
10
yes.
years.
November 16th?
Oh, I can't remember.
I have actually put it in the calendar. 10 years of Cupcake Jemma,
That's
Wow.
nuts.
isn't it? I can't believe it.
10 years.
What should we do? Should we have a party? Anyone got any
Yes.
suggestions?
What
Party.
shall we do? Party.
Who else have we got, Nikki? Has anyone else been piping up? Does anyone want us to say hello?
Well, Someone says, I work for a multi-brand cosmetics retailer in the Nordics, and I'm pretty sure I've seen Dane in before and after pictures for a particular skincare brand.
Well,
Any
did you
modelling
sign
gigs
an
going on?
NDA? Why can't you say what the brand is?
I mean, I think we all know it's Garnier.
Oh, is it?
Probably.
Nordic. I haven't done before and afters for that Ren skincare. Yes.
Maybe it's them. Someone
Maybe
said,
it's
where
them.
is Sally?
Sally is at home. Well, yeah, I think she's at home today doing some work.
Yeah.
Probably on the baking classes. She was baking a carrot cake yesterday.
Yes.
I don't know what for, but it looked very delicious.
It did look delicious.
It looked so squidgy.
Yeah.
I love
So,
carrot cake.
Oh god.
yes, that's where Sally is.
Oh, Murad.
Oh.
Is that the skincare brand?
Bless
Oh my
you in advance,
gosh.
Nikki.
Oh, sorry, I sneezed.
Yeah, that's the one. I did that ages ago. That was in lockdown.
Well, there you
Yeah.
go. Anja says, could you have imagined how the internet presence evolved when you started to bake your first cupcakes and attracted viewers?
What was the question, sorry?
Could you have imagined how the internet presence has evolved when you first started?
No way. The internet wasn't even a thing. I mean, YouTube wasn't. When I started Crumbs and Doilies, it was 2006. And I don't think YouTube, maybe it had been around for like a year. I don't even know, maybe it hadn't even been around. Like it was really young, at least. So no, I wouldn't have even dreamt of this being a thing. So there you go. No is the answer.
Wow.
You heard it here. So I just reblobbed my little ghosty, and I'm just
Giving them another face.
giving him a new lease of death.
He's having a facelift. Not you.
Not me.
Not you. You don't need it.
Oh,
Not with all
thank
that
you.
Just kidding.
Just kidding. I'm going for a facelift later on today.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, everyone's favourite cupcake flavour. What are
Ooh,
we saying?
is this from you or some similar?
I actually the new one. So has the banana cake gone up? It went up last week.
Yeah.
So the banana cake video that went up last week, we wanted to do it in a shop, so I developed a peanut-free version of a cupcake version of the cake. So it's a banana and hazelnut praline cake with burnt Swiss meringue. What am I trying to say? Burnt Swiss meringue buttercream, torched, like toasted. That's the word. Gosh. Anyway, that is my new favourite. It's so good, and I hope that it was on the menu last week in the shop, and I hope it's going to come back because it was so nice. And actually, I think it will, because Sarah, the bakery manager at the shop, loved it. So
Yeah.
I think she's going to miss it if it goes.
I think she will too.
Dane, what's your favourite flavour?
You know what? Someone asked me this the other day, and it is actually
Go on.
it's the another banana one.
Okay.
That's also on the channel. It's the Banana Rama ones, because it just has everything in a cup. Like, I actually find it really overwhelming to eat because it has like a lot of.
This was like your pride and joy cupcake.
Yes, it's like banana sponge, banana caramel filling. It's got brown butter icing, dipped in caramelized white chocolate, and then it's got a dark cocoa crumb around the outside.
Yeah.
It was so messy to decorate. Like, we had it in the shop for one weekend, and I was there.
That was enough.
It was enough. I think I was there the whole, like, 3 days that it was on, and I decorated it, I think, the whole 3 days, because I was like, I know how annoying this is going to be, and then I filmed it for the Instagram, and it was such a faff, but it's so great to eat. Like, it's one of those that you just have to try.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's in the book, if you don't know
Oh
already.
my god.
Hey, Jane, take
Crumbs
a
and
picture of
doilies.
this, 'cause I don't know how long this blob's going to last on this.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Take a pic.
See.
It'll last longer.
So this is our current setup, and I will show you when Dane gets his snaps what it looks like. Someone said, when you reference oven temperatures in your recipes and videos, is it always fan assisted?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or we only ever use fans here, so if you don't have a fan assisted oven, then you need to add about 15 to 20
Degrees.
Celsius. We only ever use Celsius because we're
Yeah.
in Britain. We don't really deal with Fahrenheit over here, but it's a quick Google on the older conversion.
Yeah.
That's what I always do. When I'm like baking an American recipe, I just Google it. What is this in that?
What is
Google's very helpful like
It's
that.
great.
Hey, shall I whip some ganache, Dane?
Yes, that would be great.
I'm going to whip some ganache. I'll need to use the machine. I hope that's okay.
That is fine.
Alright, I'm making a bit of a mess here.
I mean, it doesn't look great, Gemma.
Sorry, I was like the one at the beginning of this going like, can we just get everything nice and clean so that these guys don't think we're a mess, and then I've just like created all this mess. Single-handedly, I might add.
Yes.
Hashtag proud.
How's it going, Dane?
Right, guys, it's going okay. Just getting the angle right, because I took the other one on my phone, and so that's a little bit different to the camera. So yes,
It's a lot of fiddling.
It's a lot of fiddling sometimes, and I did just put it on the tripod in the end because
It's just easier sometimes.
It's easier, yeah.
Also, like, if you're taking multiple shots but you just need a tiny adjustment, trying to do that with your actual body is quite difficult.
Yeah.
You end up moving way more than you think you have. Look at that. It's like it never happened.
It really is. Liz Rainbow said, how can you cook a cake with a flat top? Do you use strips on the outside?
I've never used those strips on the outside. The flat top thing really depends on the recipe.
Yeah.
Actually, like some recipes bake flat, some recipes bake domed. Like it just depends on the recipe. So it's nothing. I don't think it's anything to do with the outside. However, when I was developing our vanilla cake here, I had a lot of like sinking problems, and I did a lot of googling about why. Because what was happening to them is it was sinking at the sides. So like it would come out of it would bake in the tin like straight, and then as it cooled, it would shrink, and the sides would do this, which was not ideal.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just so many things it could have been. Like it could have been that they were cooled down too quickly, or that there was too much raising agent, or the oven was too hot, or it was overmixed. Like there's just, with baking, it's a bit of a nightmare really, because if you have a problem, it could literally be like one of 15 things. So I did actually end up baking like 350 sponges to try and get that sponge right, but I managed it. I did it.
Got there in the end.
But yeah, the flat top thing, I don't know. Like we have our chocolate sponge recipe is a really domey one, and I can't for the life of me work out why it isn't flat. It is what it is. But you know what? With a dome, it's great because if you level it off, you get that bit to yourself. No one has to know. I'm just going to my fridge.
Okay.
Got to whip some ganache for the brownies that we didn't do the thumbnail. Normally we always try and do the thumbnail on the same day as filming, because obviously that would be crazy to be rebaking things all the time. But that particular day ended up taking really long, and also my ganache, which Matt helped me with, was not whipped enough.
Oh.
I'm going to blame Matt. So anyway, it didn't look as great as we wanted it to look, because obviously you always want to show your best self. So yeah, so we kept the brownies, we put them in the freezer, which is not something I normally do, but actually brownies are very forgiving, and they love a freezer. And so yeah, a week and a bit later, I made this yesterday. This isn't from 2 weeks ago. Oh, look at that though. That's very satisfying. This is Matt's ganache, and it is so like ridiculously creamy.
It's light.
It is so lush. So I'm just going to give this a quick whip.
A whip.
I have to do this one with just a hand whisk, and the other one, the white chocolate ganache, I have to do with a mixer. Why? I don't know. Get Matt's book. He'll surely tell you in there. Actually, he did actually tell me, but I forgot.
I mean, you could do it by hand, but it would take a really long time.
Oh yeah, maybe that's why.
Yeah.
It just takes too long. Ain't nobody got time for that.
No.
Yeah, but this is lush stuff, and actually a bit. So I did this the other day, and I over whipped it because professional bakers make mistakes too.
Yeah.
But hopefully we won't be in the same boat this time, because that would be very annoying
That won't happen.
for everyone.
Any suggestions for a good egg substitute?
You can actually get egg replacer, which we use in our vegan New York cookies.
Yeah.
So it's just with that, it's just a box and you follow the instructions. But you can make your own egg replacement with flax eggs. I forget the amounts, but we do have a vegan brownie recipe on the channel, which has I think, if memory serves, it was a while ago, but I used a flax egg replacer.
Yeah.
And I probably said in that, it's probably something like a tablespoon of flax with a certain amount of water. It's not really any point in me telling you. It says it on the box, but when you're doing it with flax, when you're doing it just with flax, ground flax, that's not often in a box. Sometimes you just get that from the refill store.
Avani says, Gemma, do you have any tips for starting a baking business?
Oh, I mean, I don't really know how this has happened. So, no, I mean, I do actually get asked this an awful lot. I think my biggest thing, because you know, you could go to school and you could learn pastry, which would be great. You could go and work with someone else to learn that way, like maybe work in a pastry section in a restaurant or something like that. Or like if you're like me, you could be completely self-taught. I mean, there's lots of videos on YouTube. So you could learn that way. So I don't think you need like formal training really to start your own bakery business, but the main thing you really need to do is to be consistent with your product. So make sure your product is consistently good each time, because it's all very well baking 12 cupcakes every weekend and being like, oh, I love this. Maybe I should do this for a business. But if you can bake 12 cupcakes brilliantly, then that's great. But if you can bake 1,200, that's even better. And it's quite difficult to do that, especially on your own. This is harder than I thought. Do we want it any more than that? But yeah, what did I do? I decided I wanted to sell on a market stall, so I basically called every single market in London at the time, all the farmers markets, all the just food markets. So at the time there were just loads. There were loads of food markets. I feel like there's fewer now, but maybe because of COVID and stuff. But I called loads. I got rejected from loads because they were just oversubscribed. But eventually, Sunday Upmarket said they would love to have me. And yeah, I just cracked on. Like I kind of started my business that very first weekend, in a way. Like I just threw myself in.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I need the scissors again.
Oh no.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. Lucky for us, the knives are quite sharp.
Oh, Liz says 1 I don't know if that's a tablespoon or a teaspoon of ground flax to 3 tablespoons of water.
Oh, there you go.
Probably a teaspoon actually for an egg, but yeah.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, because actually a tablespoon of flax
That's
is
a
quite
lot.
a lot. I'll keep you regular. Yeah. But yeah, so there's loads of different ways you can start. I mean, during lockdown, lots and lots of, I don't know about anywhere else, but in London particularly, there and other parts of England, lots of food businesses set themselves up during lockdown, because they find, you know, people finally had the chance to like really explore their passion for food and baking, and were able to sort of really hone their skills.
Yeah.
And Buns from Home is a really good example of that. That's where we just recently did a bakery tour. There is that lovely bakery, Kitty, the bread place in what's it called? I can't remember. She's got a girl called Kitty, and her dad set it up. I feel like that happened during lockdown as well. But yeah, like, you know, find your opportunity, grab it, make sure you are consistent, make sure your product is brilliant.
Yeah.
Because there's just no point in doing it. And also, like, you know, try and be original. There's just so much out there, like.
Yeah.
And we get copied an awful lot, and you know, to a degree that's our fault because we do give our recipes away. But you know, like, it always sort of makes me a little bit sad when people say they've set up a business and they only use our recipes, because it's like, well, that's great. Like I love that, and I want people to use our recipes, otherwise I wouldn't give them to you. But you know, when you're setting up a business, I just feel like there's more room, like more need for originality, like, you know, just to really set yourself apart, so that you can say, I did this, like I did this, and I created this. You know, like with crumbs and doilies, like I literally did this. I did it. Well, I mean, obviously now I've got help, but at the beginning it was just me. And I've developed all the recipes, I baked all the cakes, I drove them everywhere, I delivered them, like I sold them.
Yeah.
If you're not prepared to do that, then don't start a business. Because it's hard, it's really hard work.
It is.
Hey Dane,
Yeah.
do you reckon you could pass me those
Brownie.
brownies?
Oh, here he is, a helpful assistant.
Thanks. Oh my god, the pressure. Oh,
That's okay.
sorry.
Oh.
This is actually quite a lot of pressure because the last time I did this, it was horrendous.
Oh, that looks good. Beautiful.
Oh my god, thank god.
Matt would be proud.
He would, wouldn't he? Right, I'm going to do half brown chocolate, half white chocolate.
Right.
But I haven't whipped my white chocolate yet. Everyone's gone quiet.
Well, this is just, it's intense.
Is it like ASMR? I feel like some people love a bit of like piping. They love to watch
It's quite soothing to
things
watch.
like this over and over and over again. Honestly, Matt's one did look a million times better than this. But
You're not far
he's
off.
not here.
You're not far off.
I wish he was here. He's such a hoot.
He's lovely.
He's a really lovely boy.
Dane, you can answer this question.
Yes.
How do you decide to test flavour combinations for your baking?
Ooh, how do I decide to test them?
Yeah, like how do you come up with your flavour combos?
Oh, well. Usually, I mean, I feel like we always say like look at desserts and like
Yeah.
see what pairs well, and that is true. But I also like looking at other people's bakes as well, and like pastry chefs, because they often put things together that you wouldn't necessarily think of.
Are we going to go into milk chocolate and passion fruit?
Famous milk
Yes.
chocolate and passion fruit.
Yeah, things like that.
Yeah.
Pierre May does like really good macarons, and I like them, and like his flavour combinations are really great. Cedric Rollet, like I like his flavour combinations, but then also just seeing how you can adapt that and put it into things like cakes, because you probably wouldn't want to be making like a gelatin mousse that takes like 6 hours to set,
Yeah.
just to put in a filling of a cupcake. So you have to just try and think, is that flavour strong enough in like flavour, and also like can you put it into a cream and whip it? Can you put it into an icing? Will it have a good enough flavour to pull through?
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say look at other people you aspire to, their flavour combinations, and things that are already out there. Like look at things in the supermarkets. Like
You get a lot of inspo in the
Oh, you
supermarket.
do?
Yeah.
Because you know why? Because they have massive teams of people like forecasting food trends and like working on combinations of stuff. Like, so why not go to the supermarket and get some inspo? Like, actually, some of the supermarkets have come up with some of the best things ever.
yeah.
True.
Has anyone tried the Co-op salt and vinegar crisps?
No.
Chardonnay vinegar.
Chardonnay.
Chardonnay.
I've heard about this,
What-
but I
How
don't know.
fancy.
They're really good. Like, supermarkets have some good stuff. I don't know why I picked that particular example out, because they're so delicious. Also, you know, ice creams and stuff. I like to get a lot of flavour inspiration from ice cream places, especially ones in the States. There's a few that I follow who just have the best flavour, like Float Dreamery.
Oh,
It's a vegan. I hope that's right. You know, and like someone's Instagram handle could be one or two things because of the way that the letters are. Anyway, yeah. So they're, I don't know where they are, but they have. I think they're all vegan, and they have just the best flavour combinations. And I love to kind of take like screenshots of a flavour that I like and see how maybe I could cupcake it or cake it. So yeah, ice cream.
Ice cream.
Heard it here.
Actually, you can answer this question, Dane. From Doff, he says, my NYC cookies are not flattening in the oven, pretty much staying in a ball shape.
Ooh,
what do you recommend?
When Sally and I did the Cookie 101 masterclass, we found out that if your freezer is too low of a temperature and the balls get too cold, then they might not spread that well in the oven because you know, you're trying to like get the temperature down really quickly in like 16 minutes, and it's just not, so the cookie's not flattening. So your freezer could be too cold. Also, if you press the ball too compactly together, it's usually just like grab the dough,
clunk clunk
clunk clunk, like a couple of those and you're good to go. Like it doesn't need to be super squished together, or like really smooth on the outside. So it's just pressing it together. You're not like rolling it, you're not super tightly squishing it together. So those two things I would say are the best bets. Try those.
Love that. Liz says, I wonder if you had lots of cocktails for inspiration for flavour combos.
Cocktails!
We love a drink.
A cocktail. I don't know. I don't actually really drink that many exciting cocktails.
No.
And I also don't really go out to places that do cocktails that often. But definitely, like, look at some
Don't you remember Sam's famous, maybe it was before your time, but Sam's famous cocktail box experiment?
That was before my time as well, I think.
Sam, before we, it was, when was it? It was before we had the shop, so it was when we had only, like, delivery only, so you needed to order a certain amount, and he decided to do a cocktail box. So, like, I developed all these flavours based on cocktails, so there was, like, mojito and, like, pina colada and like all these cocktail flavours, and like no one wanted them. No one ordered any. It was Sam's, one of his only failures. Let's be honest.
Oh.
Yeah, he was glum about that for some time. But you know, sometimes cocktail flavours, you think they're going to be really good, but actually you need all the alcohol. And you can't really get the flavour from the alcohol without putting loads of alcohol in.
Yeah.
So that's the problem with them. Sorry, I hope you can
Get drunk.
Yeah, get drunk. Drunky monkey.
Someone said, oh my god, please do a live while making cocktails.
Oh my god.
That would be so fun.
That would be so fun. What, and get drunk on
Yeah.
the
I
video.
feel like Sally would be into that.
Yeah.
We'll do a cocktail hour with Sally.
That would be so fun.
And Dane.
That would be so fun. Okay, let's do it.
How are you getting on with this thumbnail, Dane?
Well,
Was that a question from the audience? Or was
That was a question from Nikki.
my question.
well, I have completed it.
Oh, God.
No, it's not the most. The thing is, sometimes I know this sounds like. Sometimes you take the picture, and I've did it before with like either pictures or videos. And I'm like, I don't feel like it looks very good. But when you finish editing it and like you see it in situ, like this is gonna have writing and a banner on too.
Yeah.
It's like, it's more than you think it is. So it's just a really simple setup. It's literally just this with the cake.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
But yeah, I have like the usual Cupcake Jemma banner there, and then writing down the side of what the product is. So yeah,
Love that.
that is this, and then we'll move on to, well, this one is done.
Liz wants to know, what editing program do you use?
Oh, well, Nikki and I both use Adobe Lightroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just very good, easy to use. You can get it on like iPhone, Android. You can get it on your tablet, on your phone, on your computer as well. And it's really easy to edit from your phone.
Yeah.
I used to do that for so
super easy.
long. We both used to do that for so long, but then we switched
Literally up until this year.
Yeah, and then we just switched to the computer because it just...
It's
sometimes-
easier.
Yeah, and if you're editing a lot of pictures and you're literally there like that, and also the phone does
It
go
gets
dark.
so hot.
It gets hot and then it goes dark and you can't see properly. So yeah, that
It's a lot easier.
Yeah, and I want to say it's like £20 for like.
I think it's like 120 for the year.
Is it?
Yeah. For desktop, I know. The money.
I don't remember paying that. I think it comes out monthly. But yeah, it is. And especially if you're doing it all the time, it's worth investing. Yeah. And if you pay for like Disney Plus.
Literally. I mean, I pay for your Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Dane uses my Disney Plus.
I literally thought that the other day, like, it's still on my TV. So don't change the password, please.
I won't.
Nikki, I just need you to see, and I need you guys to see that this is like the perfect ganache.
Oh.
Because it's so compared to the one that was in the video, it's just so lovely and
been
smooth.
whipped to perfection.
Yeah, it really has. I thought you might like to see it because it's just coming out so smooth.
I really want to eat one of these.
Well, you can. That's another good thing about sticking around for the thumbnails because we get to eat all the bits. I mean, quite often I just run out. In fact, I'm going to need to go fairly soon because I've got to catch my train. But but yeah, like probably sort of a lot of you want to know like what we do with all the cake afterwards. Don't forget, we have a whole bakery of people working downstairs, and so what we usually do is just put them in a Tupperware and just put them downstairs, and they come like gannets, and they just like gobble it all up after their shift. So yeah, nothing really goes to waste. I mean, there will always be a little bit of waste, and that's part of like working with food, and I think people can get quite hung up on the waste. We always try really hard not to waste too much, but when you're working in food, you're just going to have to accept that there's going to be wastage from time to time, which is, you know, just unfortunate. But yeah, like I said, most of the time we get to eat or share. If I'm doing things from home, like if I'm recipe testing at home, I always give stuff to my neighbours because my husband doesn't eat sweets, and I don't like giving stuff to Eden because
she's crazy.
She is already crazy. So yeah, so otherwise, and I won't eat all the things. So yeah, my neighbours love me.
This is true.
They do. Oh, this is giving me life. This ganache swirl.
Looks amazing.
Just like in the book.
Love that.
Question, Dane.
Yeah.
Picture taker. So I've got an odd number here. Would you prefer one extra brown one or one extra white one?
Either.
Come on.
Whatever you're.
Well, this is the nicer ganache, so let's stick with this.
Dane.
Yes.
Faith would like to know the best buttercream recipe to ice a cake for a beginner baker.
Ooh. Actually, Swiss meringue buttercream.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's a little bit, say, harder to make. Like some people it can go a bit grainy, but if you just follow the steps like word for word, use the video on YouTube, it's easier to ice with because it doesn't form a crust on the outside like regular American buttercream. So you've got longer to work with it, and also when you put it in the fridge as well, it doesn't get that hard crust. So I mean, it gets cold because of the butter and hardens, but you can take it out, go over with another layer pretty easily. So Swiss.
Also, someone wants to know, what is your Instagram?
What's my Instagram?
Yeah.
It's at Dane Pemberton, DanePemberton.
Wow.
You heard it here, folks. Dane.
Dane.
I feel like it's crazy at this point that someone doesn't know your Instagram.
I know. Where have you been? Where have you been all my life?
Oh my god.
Everyone knows my Instagram.
What's it? Go on. What's your Instagram?
Cupcake Jemma. But I also have mini cupcake diaries, which is one that I set up when I was pregnant with Eden, and it's basically mostly about my personal life and my journey as a mother. But you get to see pictures of Eden being ridiculously cute.
She is very cute.
She is really cute. She's a nightmare, but she's really cute.
Eden, if you're watching, don't listen.
Hey, look at these.
They look.
Oh, is this going on this yellow one?
Yeah.
Interesting. Nice.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
They look lush. Well, we need to probably wrap it up soon.
I mean, we've been live for an hour.
An hour. Well, hey guys, we so appreciate you hanging out with us. Don't we, Dane?
Yeah, we do.
It's been really
I'm gonna come and
fun.
join you.
Yeah. No, we
It's
should
really
go.
bright,
Let's go.
just walking. It's like so bright walking behind the light.
The light in front of us.
Oh, so that we look.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you trying to do
Right.
to me? Just turned it off.
Chaos. Chaos in the studio.
Let's turn it down.
Yeah, turn it down.
Mariah Carey would never have darkness.
How is it?
Always has the light.
There we go. Dane is glowing.
we need a fan. Listen, this has been really fun. Thank you so much. I hope that you've enjoyed hanging out with us as much as we've enjoyed hanging out with you. We will do more of these.
Yes.
Watch this space. Let us know if you enjoyed this in the comments. Let us know if there's anything in particular that you want us to focus on next time, because you know, there's a lot of bits and bobs to make up a YouTube channel and everything that we do here in Crumbs and Doilies. So like, you know, if you want a sneak peek, let us know.
Exactly. We're here.
We're here for you.
We're here.
We're here. Anyway, off you go. He's got to do his work.
Get out of my
I've got to
pub.
catch to get out of my pub. You won't understand that if you're not from Britain
If you haven't
and
seen
from the
EastEnders.
90s.
Yeah.
But yeah, get out of my pub. No, don't.
Stay.
Come back. Come back next time. Love you. Bye.
Bye, guys.